For the past two videos, we have been inside Keystone Point, waterfront, canals, private docks, the whole setup. Today we move 5 miles north into North Miami Beach, right next to Sunny Isles Beach, to a neighborhood that makes Keystone look like it is trying. We ran the numbers across our data on Eastern Shores, and only 3 single-family homes out of 297 have no water exposure. 3. If you are the owner of one of those 3, we are sorry, and we have questions. There is one number coming later in this video that will completely reframe how you think about what buyers here are actually purchasing. It involves the relationship between the land and the house sitting on top of it, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Stay with me. Eastern Shores sits on a peninsula of man-made canals with Mall Lake on one side and the Intracoastal Waterway and Dumbfoundling Bay on the other. Sunny Isles Beach is literally next door, so canal life and ocean are closer to each other here than almost anywhere else in Miami-Dade. Aventura Mall, largest in Florida, is 9 minutes away. Both airports are under 20 miles. Downtown Miami is 23 minutes by car. WalkScore rates this neighborhood at 44, which is the data's polite way of confirming you are not moving here to walk anywhere. You are moving here to boat there. Nearby schools include Norman Edelcup, Sunny Isles Beach, and Aventura Waterways, both scoring 8 out of 10. City-administered gate access and a formal security district round out the package. If you want the actual numbers behind a home search here, reach out to Big Data Realty. We run the data before we run the tours. Now here is where we put the brochure down. 297 single-family homes, 269 full waterfront, 25 partial, 3 landlocked. Eastern Shores is not marketed as a waterfront community. It simply is one, structurally, almost without exception. If that surprises you, hit like. It tells us this kind of neighborhood-level analysis is worth doing more of. Full waterfront homes average just over $2 million in land value alone. The 3 landlocked homes average about $765,000. The canal view costs extra. Our data has confirmed this. You are welcome. Here is where it gets interesting. On the median property in Eastern Shores, land represents 79% of total value. 79 cents of every dollar belongs to the lot, not the building on top of it. Now hold that number, because what happens to it on newer homes is the most surprising thing in this entire data set. The typical home here runs 3,385 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, on a lot of about 9,200 square feet. Most were built in the 1970s. 1978 is the neighborhood median. But 35 homes, about 12% of the community, were built from 2010 onward. And those are a completely different animal. Median living area jumps to 5,507 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. And that 79% land ratio? On newly built homes, it drops to 50%. For the first time in Eastern Shores, the house has nearly caught up to the dirt underneath it. Nearly. The canal still wins, just by a narrower margin than it used to. Now, if you own a home in Eastern Shores right now, here is the question worth asking yourself. Is your property one of the 78 that our data flags with classic redevelopment signals? Older structure, high land value, smaller footprint? 11 of those meet 3 or more conditions simultaneously. If you are wondering which side of that line you are on, that is exactly the conversation to have with our team. Our realtors specialize in precisely this market. We know the data, we know the buyers, and we know how to position your home for the strongest possible outcome. Reach out anytime. One last finding that genuinely stopped us. Right next to Sunny Isles Beach, in what should be a magnet for international money, only 8 homes carry out-of-state mailing addresses. International ownership? 0 recorded. Nearly 69% are homesteaded. The typical Eastern Shores owner is a Floridian who actually lives there. So here is the question we want you to answer in the comments. Does that surprise you, or did you already suspect this neighborhood was more local than its reputation suggests? In the next video, we go into actual sales data, specifically whether the prices buyers are paying have caught up to what that land value story implies they should be. We found a gap. It is not small. Subscribe to Big Data Realty so you are there when we show it, and reach out anytime, buying, selling, or just running the numbers on a neighborhood you are watching. That is exactly what we do. In Eastern Shores, the land has already decided what this neighborhood is becoming. The only question is whether the house sitting on your lot has gotten the memo.